Hello my friends, it's your teacher, Miss Nahar. So, the story of the week this week is Unga Boonga. So we did the vocabulary words and this is the story. So that's the title. The author is Frida Wazinski and the illustrator is Carol Thompson. So we're going to read this book. Remember, the author writes the words and the illustrator draws the pictures. So all of you are illustrators and authors, because every time you draw me a picture, you are an author and an illustrator. So I love to get pictures from you. All right, so let's see what's going on here. We know that there's a baby, and this baby looks like she's sobbing. Nobody could make baby Louise stop crying. Wah, wah, wah. Her mother tried. She held her close and sang her a little lullaby. But that didn't help. Remember, a lullaby is a little song that you sing at night. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. So it's kind of soothing and gentle and it puts you to sleep. But do you think that it worked for her? No, she's still sobbing and crying and crying. But that didn't help. Louise kept on crying until she had an ocean, a river full of tears. Look at that. That's a lot of tears. Dad said, "Let me try. She loves me. Let me see if I can calm her down." Her father tried. He rocked her gently in his arms and he whispered softly in her ear. But that didn't help. Louise kept on crying, wah, 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 until her wails shook the pictures off the walls. She was crying so loud, all the pictures fell off the walls. Grandma said, "Get out the way, let me try. I know how to calm down a baby." Grandma tried. Grandma gave her a nice warm bottle of milk. She said, "Eat, baby Louise, eat." But that didn't help. Louise kept on crying until her sobs woke all the cats and dogs in the neighborhood. Meow, meow, roof, roof. They're all, "What's going on? What's all that noise? What's all that crying going on?" So the dogs and cats were not happy. Next said Grandpa, "Get out the way. I know how to calm baby Louise. I'm the best grandpa ever." So he had a toy and he had a harmonica and he said, "Let me try." He played a happy tune on a harmonica. A harmonica is a little music instrument. You hold it in your mouth and you blow. So he played the harmonica and he did a little jig. A little jig is a little dance. So he was dancing and playing music, trying to make baby Louise happy, but it didn't work. Louise kept on crying till the birds flew out of the trees and the squirrels scampered away. So everybody's leaving. The cats left, the dogs left, now the birds are leaving the trees and the squirrels, "We're out of here. It's way too noisy for us." So they left. Now the neighbors could hear baby Louise crying, so they decided to come over and see if they could help. Look at all the neighbors. "Let us in. Maybe we have an idea to calm down baby Louise." The neighbors came over and said, "Turn her on her stomach. Put her on her side. Play some Mozart. Play some rock and roll." But nothing helped. Louise kept on crying. That baby's not crying. Mother, Daniel came home from school. Oonga boonga, he said to Louise. Louise looked up. What's that? What's that? What's that? I know that sound. She looked up and the tears streaming down her face stopped. Oonga boonga, Daniel repeated. Louise stopped sobbing and looked at him straight in the eye. Oonga boonga, and Daniel again. Louise broke into a smile. She was so happy. She heard his voice, she looked at him in the eye, and then she smiled. Wow, so Grandma tried, Grandpa tried, the neighbors tried, Mom tried, Dad tried. Nobody could get baby Louise to calm down, but Daniel said Oonga boonga, and that calmed her down. How did you do that? Asked his mother. It's easy, Mom. You just say Oonga boonga, said Daniel. What? What is Oonga boonga? What? Said his father. Oonga boonga? I never heard of that. I don't know. Daniel said she likes it. And sure enough, she did. Louise was smiling from ear to ear, happy as can be. Oonga boonga, said everyone in unison. And look at her. Grandma, Grandpa, everybody's happy with the baby. And there's Daniel home from school. Well, now Daniel decides, hey, can I go outside to play? I'm going outside to play, said Daniel. I'll be back at 6 for dinner. But as soon as he left, Louise stopped smiling. Slowly a tear rolled down her cheek, followed by another tear down her cheek, and soon she was crying louder than before. Wah, wah, wah. Look at her going. She is very upset. So what do you think she really wants? She wasn't hungry. Oonga boonga, said the mom. Oonga boonga, said the father. Oonga boonga, said Grandma and Grandpa. Hey, that is not working. She is still crying, but nothing helped. Louise kept on crying. What's wrong, said Daniel. I heard her outside. I was trying to play with my friends. I don't know, said Mom. Oonga boonga doesn't work anymore, they said. So there she is, wah, wah, wah. So Daniel leaned over next to her and he whispered in her ear, Boonga woonga, a new word. Boonga woonga, Louise. And Louise stopped crying. So look at her. I guess it didn't matter if it was boonga woonga or oingo boingo or chunga chunga. She just wanted Daniel. Sometimes we just want our brother or our sister. I hope you like the book, boys and girls. See you soon.